Hello and a warm welcome to your Monday's Living with Style. Hope you had a nice weekend.
I tell you what, I hope you're watching on Friday because we got kind of hot and steamy in here with Mark Pickett telling us about his very first kiss at the age of 8, if you don't mind, in the back of a bus.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, honestly.
Well, where was yours then?
Well,
can you remember that far back?
Yes, it was in the back seat of a car at a great Australian icon, the drive-in, Dramana Drive-In down in Victoria.
Would that be a silent movie then?
How was your tone-deaf clinic at the weekend, Mark?
The tone-deaf clinic was excellent. Actually, I learnt 2 notes today, like this weekend.
2 notes? Wow.
And also sign language. Do you know what that is?
No.
Do, me. Do, me, do, me. Did all that.
What happened to Ray?
Well, Ray comes next week. That's that one, because it's too difficult at the moment. So I can do 2.
I'm sure it's very difficult. And now listen, if little birdie tells me that you boys tomorrow, with me absent, might be getting up to a little singing in the studio.
Well, maybe, but I've got 5 weeks to go yet before my voice is ready to be released to the great Australian public. So we might have a sneak peek, you never know.
Oh, we're so excited we can hardly wait, can we? For Mark Pickett's voice to be released.
Well, anything can happen on this show, as you probably know by now.
In fact, I tell you what, how about we have a little look back at some of the highlights from last week, because anything can happen. That period and continues to come from that lovely area.
For one.
Yes.
So one can now pick up the phone, if one has one's telephone, 13 23 10, and give one a call.
Well, that's it from the real world. Let's find out what the upper class are up to.
Yeah, seems like a jolly good idea, my dear.
He's a good little worker, isn't he, our
not
Jamie?
Bad,
yeah.
Oh.
Do bring it upstairs when you finish.
Yes, my dear.
Speaking of up there, hello.
Hi, Mark. Hello, everyone. This is Pucky, and do you know what? I think Pucky and I are in for a big chance on the Living with Style National.
Well, obviously, the smart money's on Punky today.
Oh, goodness sake, I'm back in. Hi, Kelly. Do you want to just check my form for me? Actually, I'm fancying one called Yorkshire on there. I've got to go for Yorkshire. I've got my carrot. I made it back in time. Don't know how Punky's going outside, though.
Here's to you, Di. Good luck on Punky today.
Oh, thank you. Well, I can tell you, I'm only drinking orange juice, so that I'm on a winner today.
Now, what's the form on Punky?
The form on Punky is that she's a winner.
Quickly, because I fell off a horse when I was 7 in Scotland because it bent down to eat some hay and I slid down its nose.
Hang on, I've heard this story. Was it actually a horse, Mark?
It was a pony, all right.
Was it a pony, Mark?
Shetland pony.
Was it a donkey, Mark?
Oh, it's a donkey.
I think it was a donkey. I must say, Punky is a winner. Am I going to win on that, do you think?
Now, I know where you use it, but you tell everybody else where you use your pressure cooker.
Use these on yachts when we're sailing offshore. They're fantastic because simply with a yacht, you're obviously going seesaw all the way.
Yep.
They pop in, you don't lose any food, you can freeze food, throw them in, heat them up, and serve a crew.
That was a load of rubbish. Of course, I have a Ferrari. Well, in my dreams, anyway.
Ferrari indeed. What did I see in the car park this morning? A beaten up old Ford Laser. Thank you very much. We've got Jamie coming up later on. Barbara and David, how are you?
Good. Nice to see you again.
And you. Look at this creation.
This is a Pavlova, and we are going to be making a Pavlova, but what you need to make a Pavlova, of course, is a great mixer, and that's exactly what we have for you.
Absolutely. It's a Krups mixer, and Barbie, you're dead right. You need to get lots and lots of air in your egg whites. You need to get lots and lots of action going to whip your cream. That's exactly what you'll be able to do with this Krups. Fantastic brand of kitchen equipment indeed. Will last you a long time. 240 watt motor, comes with your beaters, as you can see here, your dough hooks. It even comes with a couple of bonuses. One of them is this whisk, which is actually motor driven, and you get the stainless steel bowl, which has got little rubber feet on it so it doesn't run around the bench while you're actually doing it. 52056 is your item number. Brilliant value here today as well.
Well, I look forward to tasting it, actually. The first time I had Pavlova, I'm trying to remember, it was in New Zealand. And there's a bit of a debate as to where Pavlova actually comes from, which we might discuss a bit later.
I think we will.
A few different schools of thought. However, great ideas coming up in the kitchen for you, for your kitchen style, but also some wonderful jewellery items coming up as well, which Di is having a little look at right now.
Ooh. Yes, I am, Mark, but I tell you what, Pavlova, don't you love Pavlova?
Oh, delicious.
I like grapes as well, Kay, and I noticed that we have lots of grapes behind us. Would you like to explain to our viewers why grapes and jewellery today?
That's right. Grapes actually featured quite prominently in the legend of Black Hills Gold. And according to legend, a French goldsmith called Henry Lebeau, he actually migrated to America from France, and he was a very crafted goldsmith that who migrated, and of course he got lost in the hills of South Dakota, and they were the Black Hills Range on his way to California in the gold rush of that era in 1849, in fact. And when he was in that area, wandering around aimlessly for many days without any food, without any water, he had a vision, and the vision was that of grape leaves floating down this stream from a nearby vineyard, and that vision was in actual fact real, and it saved his life. And that, of course, now means that grapes feature greatly in all his pieces.
And beautifully, and in so many different colours of gold as well. So lovely things coming up in the jewellery department today. But in the meantime, let's find out about that very special product for today. That's your buyer's choice.
It gives me great pleasure to present to you today our wonderful buyer's choice, something for Christmas and something that takes me way back to my childhood, because I really wanted to be a train driver when I was about 7. I used to have my own train set. Now everybody can enjoy having a train set, and one that you can put underneath the Christmas tree. That's the whole idea with this one. It's 7556. And it's called the Animated Santaland Train Collection. Now, normally this will be priced at $59.95, but if you call within the next 24 hours while stocks last, you can have this one for only $44.95, which is tremendous value for money. The best value item of the day on TVSN. Shall I stop this one for a second? Ooh, hang on, I'll wait for it to come round again. Come on then, Santaland, round you come. I'll stop him over here. There we go. You can probably see, actually, that there were a few flashing lights there as we were stopping. You can actually have it on lights only if you want to do so, or you can have lights and motion. So if I go over to my lights only and switch on like that, you can see that the lights are flashing on the tender, and also over there on the parcels where all the logs are kept as well. Right on the funnel is Santa's hat, because this is the Santaland Express. And it's a recreation, actually, of an 1850s style train. You get all of the track to go with it. In fact, you get 12 pieces of track. So you get the circular track, but you also get another 6 pieces of straight track. So depending on the size of your Christmas tree, you'll definitely get it underneath. We can pull that off like that. I'll actually just show you how your track goes together. It's very easy. In fact, it's very similar to my very first train set that I remember from home. So you put it together like that, put your train on, and away you go. That's a wonderful idea, isn't it? In fact, we've got one already over here underneath our Christmas tree. So imagine it's Christmas Eve, the kids are really excited, you're having a few glasses of eggnog, and underneath the Christmas tree are all the presents ready for the kids in the morning, ready for you in the morning, and you've got your little Santaland whizzing around. You can see, actually, we're taking the lights down now, so you can see the lights flashing on top of the train as it's coming around, which I think is a wonderful idea. It sort of just creates the whole mood of Christmas. Look at the lights on the front there as well. So if you're sitting with your lights dimmed, maybe you've got a couple of lamps on, and you've also, remember, of course, got your lights up on your Christmas tree as well. They'll all be twinkling away. To have this little train running around the bottom there, just keeping an eye on the prezzies for Christmas. It's a wonderful idea. 7556, remember, is that all-important item number to quote, and only $44.95 for the next 24 hours. Let's go back to the other one. I'll show you in detail what your train looks like as on the other one we've got. The other thing that you can do, of course, is to maybe display it on a big table, maybe having a big buffet or a big barbecue on Christmas Day. Then you can have it on a big oval table and have the sort of food in between. We've even got candles in the middle here, which you can light, of course, and have it displayed like that. It's a wonderful looking train, a big old steam train for a start, which I love. You can see down there, again, there's your Santa hat on the funnel, the lights flashing away. These are like big drums, aren't they? Kids' drums on the top there with the lights on. Round we go. Did you notice these two characters actually are sawing away? They're sawing up the logs to go inside the burner. at the back. And then we've got our one on the end with our candy cane on the roof. So I think we'll start off our Santa Express one more time. And don't forget to call now, will you? Because I know we had something very similar last year, and they just sold out in a flash. We couldn't get enough of them. So give us a call for this one. It is your Buyer's Choice special for the next 24 hours, your 7556. The animated Santaland train collection, normally $59.95, but for today only, while stocks last, $44.95 is your amazing Buyer's Choice price. Give us a call right now, 13 23 10. That really is wonderful. I love the Buyer's Choices. Now, thinking about Christmas presents and thinking of Christmas presents for people who are hard to buy for, dads are hard to buy for, I think Jamie's got a good idea for you right now.
I've got just the thing, Mark, as it happens. I'm getting jiggy with it this morning because this is a marvellous jigsaw. It really is. From Black & Decker. And in the past, if you have been a little bit scared because of power tools, I don't blame you. Normally, they're a little out of control. They're a little too heavy. They're a little too noisy. Black & Decker is safe and sound, and they're also very powerful. This has 450 watts of power. It's $3,759. It's the Black & Decker variable speed jigsaw kit, and it's $125. So great value for money too. Now, I'm going to pop... Was that you creeping around behind me there, Mr. Mark Pickett? He's a naughty thing. Let me put my big goggles on, call me Biggles, and give me a plane. But honestly, you've just got to be safe. You really do. Even when you're using something like Black & Decker, even though they do have so many safety precautions all the way around the jigsaw, this is still an important thing to have, your goggles too. So let's have a look at some of the features about it. One of the first things I really like is that you do have the variable speed right at the top there. You can go from 1 all the way around to 6. Now, why would I want a variable speed? It sounds like a bit of an interesting thing. Well, it obviously depends on what you're going to be cutting and the angles you're going to be cutting and the straight lines or perhaps rounded curvatures. If you're going rounded curvatures, then you're going to need to be more accurate. Stop and start very quickly. If you're going in a straight line, then you can turn it up more. It also depends on the material you're going to be cutting. Now, you can cut your wood, your metal, and your plastic with this. Wood, would you believe, up to 65 millimeters in thickness. Now, the piece of wood I have here at the moment is probably only around about 25 millimeters in thickness, but it is so easy to go through. And bear with me just for a couple of seconds as I show you. Now, that was very, very quick. Remembering that you do actually receive 5 blades with this, 2 for wood and 3 for metal. They're just a little bit different. The metal blades do have a slight curvature to them. Now, let me show you something else. You do, of course, have your different speeds, but take a look at this. This is your dust blower and your dust extractor. One thing that can be really annoying when you're using a jigsaw is the fact that there's so much dust around. With this, you didn't see any. The reason was I actually had the fixture onto the dust blower, which means that the dust is going to be blowing out the front of the jigsaw and it's not going to hang around the blade, so you can see very clearly the exact line that you do need to follow. Take a look at this also. This is the dust extractor. And take you around the rear of the jigsaw. That's actually going to suck the dust up into the jigsaw and then out the rear. So it's not even going to come close to landing on the job that you're working on. You can see the line very clearly that you're working on also, which means you're going to be more accurate, which of course is the most important thing. You also do have a dust shroud at the front. I love the name of that, the dust shroud of Turin. Let's push that down for a second. Down like so. That means also when you've got it on vacuum, the dust isn't going to fall forward at all. It's going to hit the dust shroud and then be vacuumed straight out the back. Now let me just take that away for 1 second because you can actually completely remove it when you don't need it on there at all. Now we've turned it on for a second, but let me take you right underneath. Take a look at the size of the shoes. Your stainless steel shoes on there are huge. This means one really, really good thing, and let me just show you this, that the entire surface of your jigsaw is going to be in contact with the wood, which means you're not going to be falling forwards or backwards, which means that the blade is going to be supported. There's another little support there also, right at the back of the blade. I don't know if you can see that, but that is our blade support roller, and that's going to aid you in support and in accuracy. just in case you do have to press through the wood or the metal just a little bit harder, the blade is not going to move out of shape and it's not going to break. So this is so safe to use. Remember, the dust shroud is going to protect your eyes, but always wear your goggles. That's so important. And what a gift idea. Of course, if you do have someone in your life that loves to do the odd DIY job, perhaps you're making toys, furniture, or even shelves, then something like this is a must. You've just got to have it. It's not too noisy, but believe you me, it's very powerful, 450 watts. Let me give you the details again. For the Black & Decker variable speed jigsaw kit, remember the kit actually includes 5 of your blades, 2 for wood, 3 for metal. $125 is your price, so give us a call now for 3759. Well, that's it from me and my nasty-looking goggles, but moving on to a lady who loves to do a lot of work around the house. The lovely
Oh, and
Di.
I do. Did I hear you say the dust shroud of Turin?
I just threw that in.
And it's nearly Christmas. I know. Shocking, isn't it? Absolutely shocking. Now, you might think it's only boys who are interested in trains, but I like trains as well. So let me get the little train going here. So cute. You know, in fact, my kids have grown up, but I still want one of these to go around our Christmas tree. Now, a little reminder of your buyer's choice because it is fantastic. It is 7556, the animated Santaland train collection, and the price is wonderful for you for the next 24 hours only, $44.95. So what you've got to do, if you want all the fun of the train and the train track, is hop onto your phones, and we'll see you on the other side of the break. Well, as you'd expect, the buyer's choice is selling really quickly. There's so much to look at on it. There's 2 little bears here that are soaring away. It's absolutely brilliant, so you need to get onto your phones for that. Let's go over to the kitchen and see how our Australian icon is going, the Australian Pavlova.
Australian Pavlova, nice try, Di, but of course any Kiwi worth their salt knows that this is a traditional New Zealand recipe, the Pavlova.
Oh, excuse me, he is so full of rubbish, isn't he? We all know Pavlova, Australia, married, you know what I mean?
Hey, you two. Hey, you two. I actually heard the Pavlova was invented by the Dutch. Now, if you're really passionate about the history of your Pavlovas, we'd love to hear about it here at Living with Style.
Well, those Dutch will claim anything these days, won't they? Now, we are going to make Pavlova for you. We've got an example of one that has already been created. You saw the cream just a little earlier. What we've done is we've just dressed the top of it with cream, and we're going to decorate that as the show goes on and make it look absolutely scrummy. And we've got an address, actually, if you do want to write in. Barbara was alluding to the fact that there is a contentious issue going on there about Pavlova. So all of you Kiwis, please drop us a line. TVSN, that's Living with Style at TVSN, PO Box 3030, Artarmon, New South Wales 1570, Australia.
And of course, we'll be happy to send you off David's recipe as well. One of the most important things that you do need to make a Pavlova, of course, is a great mixer. And that's exactly what we have available for you today on Living with Style. The mixer is designed by Krups, and the price, of course, is extraordinary, $127. The recommended retail price is about $153, but remember, here at Living with Style, you can pick it up for just $127.
Great value when you consider not only do you get your motor, which is a very powerful one too, it's 240 watts of power, so that's plenty of power for any old job around the kitchen. And when you are making a Pavlova, you need something powerful so it can get loads and loads of air into your egg whites because you want those nice, fluffy, soft peaks. We are going to use the beaters to do that. However, it does come with dough hooks, so you'll find them extremely handy. And to whip the cream, now this is amazing. I did a little experiment before we came on because we didn't really have too much time on our hands, so I thought, well, I'll whip the cream first. I put this attachment in here. You'll notice it's a bit Jake the Peg as far as that one goes, but you only need one of them, of course. Now, look at that. Think of all of the beating attachments which really are pliable as well. You know how long it can take to whip cream, even with these type of beaters? It took me to whip 600 mils only a minute and a half, so just tremendous indeed. Now, as far as the unit itself goes, it's air-cooled, as you can see. It's got a really nice, comfortable handle, and all of your working gear is right on the front there too, variable speeds and so forth.
And you even have a turbo button as well. So if you're going to make some of your heavier recipes or you're going to be making pastries or doughs, you would want to go ahead and use that turbo button. And be sure that you do use your dough hooks as well that come with it. Now, this has actually just become limited in stock. $127 is your price. And let's go ahead and put it to the work. Put it to test.
Okay, just a couple more features because you're going to have to be quick for this. It's gone limited. Here's your ejector, your ejector button is up over here. So you press that and out comes your attachments. If you want to grow with your unit, which you can, have a look in here. There's a secret hideaway place where you can put one of those little bar mix attachments, and they are available through Krups as well. So it's got basically everything, and it comes with the bowl, as we said a little earlier.
Yeah, well, you're putting in your beaters. Let me talk about the bowl because I think this bowl is really important. It's stainless steel, and stainless steel is a must in the kitchen. And another nice thing about having a stainless steel bowl is that your bottom here is featuring a rubber pad right there, and that means that your bowl is not going to slip and slide over the bench while you're mixing. Here's your item number. It's 52056, and the item number is $127 Australian. What a great price. The recommended retail price, as I mentioned earlier, is about $153. We talked about the bonuses, your hooks as well as your stainless steel bowl and your whisks, but you also get some important manuals. It tells you exactly how to use your equipment, and also you get some really neat recipes by Krups. And gosh, it will take you through making all sorts of things. Look at that, just beautiful. Desserts, something sweet, and of course, something savory. David's getting his beaters.
You should read that manual, yes, absolutely, because I think I put my beaters in wrong. Did you hear that noise?
You did, I think you did. How are you going there, dear?
I think I've just about got these in.
Well, David's getting that sorted. Let's go ahead and have a look at the item number, the details once again. I think you're away, dear. The item number is 52056. And your price there is just $127. You just gotta love live television while you're doing.
You've got to love the whisk attachment. It's a little bit like the cavalry that comes over the hill. So I've obviously bent them out of shape, so sorry about that. So read your manual before you put them in. Have a look at the whisk attachment. This is going to do the job as well. And I'm sure this is going to get plenty of air in there. As you can see, it's already happening.
Let's go ahead and go over to Kay, who's going to show us some beautiful jewelry.
Thanks very much, Bob. Well, yes, we do have an absolutely unique brand of jewelry here at TV Shopping Network, exclusive to TV Shopping Network here in Australia, and it's the Black Hills Gold jewelry. And what a range it is. We have one of the most prime pieces to show you during Living with Style. We're going to start off with the ring. Now, the ring is 62662. It's the Black Hills diamond cut leaf ring in 10 karat gold. Sizes available there are JL, NP, R, S and T, and the price is just $248 here from TVSN, and of course that does include free delivery. Let me bring that up a little bit for you so you can experience the diamond cutting of Black Hills Gold. Now, just previously I did mention to you the legend of Black Hills Gold, and it was inspired by a French goldsmith, Henry Lebeau, and he got lost in the region of the Dakota, South Dakota, called the Black Hills region. Now, he actually settled in that region and created a wonderful, wonderful set of jewelry called the Black Hills Gold, and it's pretty much made the same way it was 100 years back. So over 150 years ago, in fact, was when this was all started. Now you can see that we do have those different colors of gold. Black Hills Gold is typified by not just the use of yellow gold, but of green gold and of rose gold as well. And you can see there is so much detail, in fact, in the piece in itself. Now, each of the leaves, they take a lot of time to create, and you can see that diamond cutting has been used in the vein section of the leaves, and there is a little ridge in between each of the grape leaves, and these are in fact diamond cut as well. The leaves themselves have a Florentine finish, so a beautiful contrast. You can see it on my finger as well, can't you? A nice width in the band, so if you're looking for exceptional gold pieces, but which do have that little bit of a unique feature to it in this way, then this is the one for you. It's the Black Hills Diamond Cut Leaf Ring in 10 karat gold. The price there is $248. Item number 62662. Size available there are JL, NP, R, S, and T. And of course, we also look at, well, wardrobing all our pieces, and we have a wonderful range from Black Hills Gold where you can combine, mix and match all the different pieces. And in fact, the next piece I have for you is an earring piece. And it's a lovely dangly piece that will look absolutely wonderful in the summer months to come as well. 62646 is the item number. It's the Black Hills long grape leaf drop earrings in 10 karat gold. But please take note, because all the leaves are in fact made of 12 karat gold. $112 is the price from TVS, and it's really quite a dainty piece is what you see there. A very simple stud is created at the very top, and dangling from that stud on a jump ring are the two leaves, the grape leaves, and a cluster of grapes as well in that beading, in that gold beading, which is just exquisite. Once again, you have the rose gold, you have the green gold, plus you have the yellow gold, and it's going to shimmer and make all the sparkles that are required in the evenings as well. Let us have a look at what it looks like on the earlobes as well, because that's where you're going to be wearing these pieces. And it really is quite a sweet piece, isn't it? Have a look at the sparkle, have a look at the way it just shimmers beautifully. 62646 is the item number. It's the Black Hills long grape leaf drop earrings in 10 karat gold, and the price is $112. And it really is an absolute stunner, especially when you combine that with the bracelet as well as the ring. Isn't that gorgeous? 62662 is the item number. It's the Black Hills diamond cut leaf ring in 10 karat gold. Sizes available there are JL, NP, R, S, and T, and the price is $248. And we'll be looking at the bracelet later on. 61552 is the item number here. It's the Black Hills multi-leaf 17.5 centimeter bracelet in 10 karat gold. The price is $268, and that's a nice reduction that we have in price as well. $30 reduction, which is just wonderful.
They are so pretty in
They
your
are.
ear.
They'd be
How
a
gorgeous.
wonderful Christmas present, wouldn't they?
Would. Well,
Yes.
speaking of Christmas presents, Mark's actually got two gorgeous Christmas presents for us today. Let's have a look at those.
I do indeed. And I also love my Black Hills as well. You'll probably notice if you're a regular viewer that I've got my own Black Hills ring as well, which is just brilliant in the pink gold and the green gold and all the rest of it. Wonderful stuff. Hello, darling. Two little bears to look at today. We've got a girl bear and we've got a boy bear, and they are very special Christmas bears and very, very affordable too. These are all completely handmade in Canada by a company called Gantz, or Gantz are a Canadian company, I should say, who've been around for about 40 years. And this young lady is our Christmas girl Euro bear. And she's a Euro bear because she's all togged out in her jumper, because it's a bit cold in Europe, isn't it? I want to give her a name. I think we'll call her Ruby. Another Ruby. We like our Ruby bears, don't we? But look at the jumper she's got on. Look at that. Beautifully knitted with Rudolph and all of the other reindeers on there as well. It's like a little jumper that my gran might have made, actually. And she's looking a little Scottish, I have to say, with her green and her red tartan skirt on. And then at the bottom, she's got cream pantaloons, which have been beautifully edged with the cream broderie anglaise as well. It's kind of like the lace that you might see on some of the collectible dolls, quite frankly. And she's a gorgeous plush. It's a lovely light brown plush, actually, very, very soft indeed. Look at those big feet. She's wonderful. And she's a lovely floppy bear. I think that's why I like her, actually. She's really floppy. She'll just sit down. She's not jointed, but it means she'll sit really, really nicely. And she's got a little beret on as well. Look how beautifully that's been done on the top there. Sorry to squash your head down there, but... and also, of course, she keeps that ear warm. But you can't keep this ear warm, can you? That's the only thing. And I like at the back. Look here. Look. The little tail peeping out. I think she's gorgeous. If you'd like to have your Christmas girl Euro bear, give us a call. She's a wonderful stocking filler for someone. 2771 is her item number, and she's just $50. That's all you'll pay for this bear. Obviously, we see lots of bears of different collectabilities on TVSN, and we've had some quite pricey ones actually in the past on Living with Style, the highly collectible ones, but now to show you something quite different but still quite big bears and still extremely well made is what you can have today for $50. How about the boy bear as well? This is the boy bear. Now he's obviously got his tartan trews on in the same style as the girl bear's skirt, and they've been finished off very nicely with all that taped together there at the bottom. There's his paws. Same colour plush as well. And he's also got his knitted jumper on. Very nicely knitted in the traditional Christmas colours of greens and reds. And he's got a white collar up at the top there with a green silk ribbon up at the top, looking very smart. Imagine him sitting underneath the Christmas tree. And of course, it's a bear you're going to enjoy having with you all year round. You can sit on your chair in the bedroom maybe, or sit on your bed, or sit on your lounge with you on Christmas Day. They're wonderful bears, both quite big bears as well, actually. They're about 55 centimetres in height. That's their total height. Shall we put the two together? Why don't we put the two together? One on each knee. There you go. So you've got your choice there of your girl bear, there she is, or your boy bear. Oh, why not get them both? $100, we'll get both of them for you. First of all, the details for the fella, though. 2770, our Christmas boy bear, is $50. And your Christmas girl bear is 2771, and she's also $50. Now then, a couple of very quick reminders for you on items that are selling very, very quickly indeed. If you haven't got your buyer's choice yet, then do call us as soon as you can, because that is just going through the roof at the moment. It's 7556, our animated Santaland train collection, normally $59.95, but for the next 24 hours, $44.95 is your buyer's choice price. And the Krupp's 3-mix hand mixer with the stainless steel bowl is now in limited stock. It's 52056. I love the balloon whisk on that one. It's the first mixer I've seen actually with a balloon whisk on, and I used it a lot in Mark's kitchen. It's fantastic. $127 is the TVSN price, but it will sell out soon because it's in limited stock. So you need to be quick. I can hear the train going. I can hear the train going. Give us a call for your buyer's choice and your Krupp's. Back with more just after the break. See you then.
Welcome back to Living with Style. We're now going to look at some great cosmetics that come to us all the way from England. Ultraglow is the name of them, and you may, if you're a regular viewer at TVSN, be very familiar with these. They are extremely popular products. I'm with Kelly, who's modelling for us today. Thank you, Kelly. And we're going to start with a tinted moisturiser. The whole idea of your Ultraglow range is to enable you to have a gorgeous, healthy, glowing complexion without sun damage. That is brilliant. Start with our tinted moisturiser. Let me give you the item number for that, and I'll start applying it, in fact, to Kelly's face as we go. It's this one here. It's 1189. It's the Ultraglow Tinted Moisturiser. It's available in a dark colour, not too dark though. It's just a lovely, warm, summer tan sort of colour. And look at your price. That's only $19.95. Let me pop some on Kelly for you, so you can see how it looks. Actually, we're going to be a little bit cruel to Kelly because I'm going to put this on one side of her face and then I'm going to use another product on the other side. But that really will enable you to see the difference. Let's have a little look at this. You can either apply it just with your fingers or you can apply it with a makeup sponge. I find the sponge a little easier. Kelly, if you can just pop your face to this side, we're going to put it just on the one side here and make Kelly look as though she's been out in the sunshine having a gorgeous day down at the beach, but of course without doing any damage whatsoever to her skin. Don't forget the ears when you're doing this. Actually, it's always important. You sometimes put your hair behind your ears and realize that you haven't put makeup on them. So always make sure that you do the ears as well. And around there, and don't forget to go right down, of course, down the side of the neck and right down into the décolletage if you're doing that and you're going out for a lovely, lovely day, looking tanned, healthy and gorgeous without doing any damage to your skin at all. Now, the product is not only a great way to look really, really healthy. Just let's have a look at that now. Pop your head up, Kelly. You can see the difference. This is the side, obviously, that has no tan on it. This one, and we're doing it awfully quickly, so obviously get it right under those eyes as well. But this is the side that obviously looks far, far healthier. It has got moisturizers in it, aloe vera, wheat germ oil, provitamin Bs, and it's got the all-important sun filters. So you can put this on, go out, look as though you're really getting yourself a gorgeous, healthy tan, but it's got the sun filters in to protect you as well. So that's your Ultraglow Tinted Moisturiser, and it's 1189, and it's priced brilliantly at only $19.95. But for those of you who prefer to use a powder, the range also includes a bronzing powder, which is marvellous because some people simply do prefer to put things on with a brush. Here's your bronzing powder here, a great big, huge, generous pot, and I've got one behind here already open, so I want to show you how this looks when you get it home. Has a little filter there, and that allows you just to get enough on your brush to create a lovely healthy glow. either on the face, but this really is a multi-purpose powder. So you can use it all over the body. You can also use it with a little damp brush as an eyeliner. You can use it as an eyeshadow. You can use it if you want simply as a blusher. So in other words, put your normal foundation on and then use this to emphasize the cheekbones, which is actually something that I do. So Cal, let me just pop this on this side of the face and I'll show everybody at home the difference with this one. Now, one of the special things about the bronzing powder is that it has little glistening things in it, which means that it's extremely fashionable at the moment for wearing out at night time. And if you have a look, that's beautiful. It's very, very natural, but you see how Kelly's cheek is just glowing because it has that lovely little bit of glistening that allows it to just shimmer and shine. And of course, you can use this on the arms as well. Let me quickly put some on your arms, Kelly, and we'll show everyone at home how good this is as well. Oh, and I'll put it all over your skirt as well, Kelly, shall I? Have a little look. You get a beautiful summery glow with this right up onto the shoulders as well, and especially onto those shoulders if you're wearing your sleeveless dresses. You can see that in fact, I put far too much on, Kelly, but my goodness, you look as though you've been in the sun. But of course, you can experiment at home and use this on the legs, use it all over the body, but remember that you're not allowing for any sort of sun damage. You are simply giving yourself a gorgeous, healthy glow. Now, we have another product for you from the Ultra Glow range today, and that one is the Ultra Glow Caring Complex Loose Powder. And this one is one that you can use on its own simply as a lovely matte base on the skin if you're wanting to keep your makeup look very simple. But it's also one that you can use as a finish over the top of your own foundation, giving a matte finish, and that of course is a really good finish because you'll find that it reduces the fine lines if you've got a matte finish on the skin. You can see it's a very natural colour, and again you've got the little filter in the pot, and they're big, generous pots as well, aren't they? So that's going to last you such a long time. And it's got moisturising liposomes, it's got vitamin E, it's got sun filters, and most importantly, all of your Ultra Glow products are allergy tested and not tested on animals, which is important as well. So I've actually got just the one brush, which has got some of the bronzing powder on it. However, what you can do, and it's a rather nice effect, is use this as a matte finish over the top of your tinted moisturiser. So that's what I'm going to do, a matte finish over the tinted moisturiser. Just finishing that off and giving Kelly that lovely, healthy glow. Now, if I had more time, I could obviously perfect that far more than I have done today, Kelly. But doesn't Kelly look really healthy? And of course, what she's done is looked after her skin at the same time. They are wonderful products, they are very popular products, and they are also beautifully priced for you, beautifully priced. So let me give you the details, first of all, for your tinted moisturiser. I tell you what, I'll give you the Ultra Glow Caring Complex Loose Powder first. That's 1193, and that's only $19.95. Now that pot, as Lynn Beasley from Ultra Glow says, should last you for a good year, actually. The tinted moisturiser, lovely to use, is 1189. Don't forget that's got moisturisers and all sorts of wonderful things in it. Only $19.95 plus your sun filters, of course. And your loose bronzing powder. The loose bronzing powder is selling quickly and as we speak, but it always does. So get on your phones for that one now, particularly. 1190, and that's only $24.95, and it's another huge pot that will just last you for ages. Now, we may hopefully be speaking to Lynn Beasley tomorrow as well from Ultra Glow, so be with us for that too. Lots more Ultra Glow products coming up during the week. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you.
Wonderful stuff. I think Kelly looked pretty good there. Well, half of it did anyway. Now, what's the story with Pavlova? The first time I had Pavlova, it was in New Zealand, on the South Island somewhere, and it was in a Dutch family's home. What do you reckon, guys?
I like it. All the way from New Zealand, that recipe. Well,
how's your beaters,
oh,
David?
look, I think we sorted out our beaters now.
We did. We actually had a slight problem. We had two of the same beaters, and what you need to make sure with your crepes is that you have a gray beater installed and a white beater. And look what David's accomplished. You're just grand.
Yeah, definitely a multicultural kind of a thing going on here. But what I did in the meantime is I whipped it out to the kitchen there, and we got the egg beaters all going. So we'll show you how it goes. You don't get that awful grating sound which you get with the 2 white beaters, but you get that lovely smooth crop sound with 1 grey and 1 white. And I think that's probably it. What you actually want to form are nice soft peaks, a little bit like this. Now, what I've done is I've whipped up the egg whites with a tad of salt. That always helps, just a little pinch of salt. And then slowly I put in a cup of caster sugar, just as you're beating. And the great thing about the crups is that it's very easy to hold in one hand. When you're using the stainless steel bowl, remember, it's got the rubber O-ring, so it doesn't slide all the way around the bench. It sits there, so you can slowly add and add and add. Be quick for this one, it's limited in stock. Now, what we're going to do is finish with that. Once you get to this stage with your nice, soft, fluffy white peaks, you just take that out, we'll eject those. And then, Barbara, if you could pass me, I'm just going to put those down over there. Someone I'm sure is going to lick them later. There's nothing like the egg white with a little bit of caster sugar in it. All right, the corn flour.
There you go.
Basically what you do after that is you take corn flour, and it's either 2 or 3 teaspoons, depending on where your recipe comes from. If it's from New Zealand, it's 3. And a teaspoon of vinegar. Now, you could substitute lemon juice for that as well. So throw that in, and then just quite simply mix it around. Now, remember that you've got beaten egg whites here, so it's always nice to just get a little bit of wrist action, and as you're rolling around with that wooden spoon, don't crush it, because then you'll take all of the air out of there. So just beat that around, and then simply mold it up onto a bit of grease-proof paper, put it in the oven at about an hour at 120, and then when it's finished, just open the oven door just a little bit and let it sit there for another hour till it's cool, and it'll be magnificent.
That's the Kiwi way, opening up that oven door. You might have noticed all these beautiful glass bowls. They come in very, very handy. As you notice, we've been using them throughout the hour. And we're actually got our fruit all sorted because we're going to be decorating the Pav in just a moment. Here's the item number, 50183. That's the item number for the set of 9 glass mixing bowls, and the price there is just $34. These bowls are very, very versatile. They're great for mixing, yes, but they're also great for serving. This large bowl right over here, use that for a green salad, or maybe use it with a fruit salad. Yeah, good idea, isn't it? Now, they're really strong. They are durable. They have been scientifically tested. Not only will they stand the dishwasher and the microwave, but they'll even take just a little bit of heat. They're a must-have for every single kitchen. And when you look at the sizes, I mean, start right down here. This petite bowl is perfect for your herbs and spices. Now, that measures just about 6 centimeters in size, and then we work up to a 7 centimeter, a 9 centimeter, a 10, 12, and all the way up to your largest bowl, which is 23 centimeters.
Now, Barb, I think you mentioned earlier that we've got all sorts of Krups appliances around our home. And that, of course, is what we've got with that little Krups unit that we made the Pavlova for. But I've got to tell you at home as well, we've got the 9 glass bowls. Now, we sat on the fence for a while. We looked at the 9 glass bowls and we thought, wow, what a buy. $34 to get all 9 of them. And they're that tempered glass, so they're very, very tough. What about them? And it took a while, and then we got off the fence, we bought them, we use them all the time.
We use them constantly, and I know our kitchenware buyer, Paul Foote, he has such a hard time keeping these bowls in stock, and that's because, well, they sell out constantly. If you're thinking about little add-ons for Christmas presents, these are a must-have for every kitchen. Should we go ahead and start decorating the Pav?
Let's start doing it, yeah.
Oh, some kiwi fruit. Here's the item number, once again, for your glass bowls. 50183 is the item number, and the price there is $34. Remember, you get a set of 9. Beautiful price there. And the Krups, which is very, very limited in stock, that certainly is a must-have. If you're in the market for a very strong, powerful mixer, it would be a great addition to you.
Now, we're decorating the Pav, and Di, how would you like to put a piece of kiwi fruit on?
I have something to discuss with you first, David.
Okay.
Did I hear you say that if people wrote in, they could get your recipe for Pavlova, provided they said that it came from New Zealand? Is that what I heard?
Oh, absolutely not. No. This is Equal Opportunity TV. You can write in with any kind of recipe or any kind of story that you've got about the derivation of the Pavlova.
I'm glad to hear that, David. Right, we've got a couple of reminders for you. First of all, the Ultra Glow is selling extremely quickly. By the way, if you want to write to David and let him know that the Pavlova is from Australia, it's Living with Style, TVSN Post Office Box 3030, Artarmon, New South Wales 1570, Australia, or as you can see, you can email us as well. Now, just to let you know that you need to hop onto your phones for your Ultra Glow products, the Ultra Glow Loose Bronzing Powder, brilliant to use all over the body, give you a gorgeous, healthy look without any sun damage, 1190. Look at the price, it's only $24.95. And also from Black Hills, the diamond cut leaf ring 10 karat gold ring is approaching limited stock. It's 62662, sizes J, L, N, P, R, S and T are all selling right across the board, and price $248. Gorgeous ring that one is. Ooh,
You sure you don't want
to? Some of this
I
on?
think she should. Hey, see, look at this. She's jumping the fence.
See you for more in a moment. Well, welcome back. Actually, do you know what? I think I heard that Mark Pickett, when he was a little boy, wanted to be a train driver. So, fabulous buyer's choice for him today. Now, I'm hoping that Mark doesn't think that he's going to share that Pavlova with his bears, because it's just not on, Mark.
Oh, well, since you think it's an Australian thing and there's a Kiwi over there and a Canadian, I think the Kiwis and the Canadians and the Poms and everybody else should have it. What do you reckon? We'll see. We'll see. It's a big enough Pavlova to feed the whole of blooming Sydney, I think. It's huge. Back to the bears, though, and while I remember to tell you, this afternoon at 2 o'clock, we are going to be doing our Teddy Bears Picnic special. Now, that's when we went down to Parramatta Stadium a couple of weeks ago to raise money for the new Children's Hospital. Had a wonderful day there. About 8,000 people turned up with their bears, and you'll be able to see what went on down there in our 2 o'clock Bear Gallery today here on TVSN. That's Monday's Bear Gallery. But a couple of bears for you today in Living with Style, and these are our wonderful Euro bears. Now, we started off with a young lady earlier on, so now why don't we kick off with the fella and give you the details of our young man here who's looking very smart with his knitted jumper on. He's 2770. And he's only $50, and these are made by the Canadian company, Barbara, Gantz. So we've got Canadian bears on the programme as well. So I think the Canadian bears will definitely appreciate a slice of Pavlova a little bit later on, most definitely. And they are very warm, cuddly bears because they've got their knitted jumpers on. On the fellow bear here, the boy bear, he's got a white collar up at the top there with a green silk. And they're not just Christmas bears, really. They're bears for all year round, and haven't they got wonderful faces? They're wonderful. And, of course, the reindeers on the jumper there with all done in green, so very Christmassy colours in the red and the green, with the green piping around the arms there as well. And then down to these very, very soft tartan trews. It's a whole mixture of all European things. What was that song? Somebody wears your trews. Donald, where's your trews? That's right. What was he doing with them off in the first place? That's what I want to know. Maybe it was New Year's Eve. He was doing the old Hogmanay thing, and he lost his trews. Look at the tail. Look at that tail coming out of the back there. I think that's the cutest thing on these bears, is that his trousers have been split at the back to accommodate their tail, which is very, very important, of course, to allow a young bear's tail to protrude through the back of the trousers so it doesn't get all squashed. Look at that little tail there. I think they are wonderful. Delightful little bears, aren't they? So there's your boy bear. And a quick look at the girl. Here she is. This is I've called her Ruby. I think she's definitely a Ruby. That's 3 rubies I'm going to have in my collection now if she's called a Ruby, because I love the name Ruby and bears. And they are lovely floppy bears. There's her little bloomers with the brochure anglais at the bottom there, done in the lace. Isn't that beautiful detail? And she's got the same detail, actually, around her collar. But there's her feet. Look how floppy they are, which means, of course, she sits really nicely. And she's got a beautifully endearing face with her beret on. So a little French beret, maybe. Very European, because we're going European in Europe. We're having our Euros this year. We've just gone to Euros and not pounds, shillings and pence anymore. Everyone's got Euros. However, if you would like to have your bears, then do call for these. They are 2771 for the Euro girl bear, $50, and the boy bear is 2770. And we'll recap, of course, all of those details for you towards the end of the hour. There's the boy, 2770, $50. So those are your bears. But now, though, let's go and admire some more wonderful jewellery, some more Black Hills gold, actually, with Kay.
Thank you very much, Mark. Now we have the pièce de résistance at the very end here with our set of Black Hills jewelry. And the pièce de résistance is the bracelet. You had a quick look at that earlier on. And of course, it's that tricolor, the very, very special qualities of Black Hills gold that is featured in the bracelet itself. Let me get the item number up for you. Now, this is item number 61552. It's the Black Hills multi-leaf 17.5 centimeter bracelet. Let me bring that up slightly for you. You can see a little sparkle as it just runs across the bracelet. And it's in 10 karat gold, but take note because all the leaves here are made of 12 karat gold. $268 is the price from TVSN. That does include delivery. You will have this in your hands in just 5 working days, and it really is quite a spectacular piece is what we have there. Have a look at those leaves. Don't they look like hearts to you? Wouldn't that make an absolutely romantic gift as well? Now, it's the inclusion of copper, zinc, and silver, which creates the different colors in gold. And of course, with the extra inclusion of zinc, you have that very special green gold, which is a great feature of Black Hills. And because of those grape leaves, of course, how appropriate is it to have a green gold piece? Such a unique piece that comes to us from the Black Hills regions of South Dakota in the United States of America. Now, it's made of alternating pink and green grape leaves in 12 karat gold. The leaves are set with the pinks being vertical and the greens horizontal, and you can see that very clearly there, can't you? It just, in my mind though, it does look like hearts. Now, each of the leaves have those beautiful diamond cut veins with the Florentine finish, giving you that wonderful contrast in not only the color of the gold, but also in the highly reflective qualities of the bracelet. Doesn't that enhance the value of the ring as well? Where worn in tandem, like I have just here, and perhaps a touch of Black Hills in your ears as well, and perhaps the pendant. We do have a Black Hills show coming up later on tonight, so definitely something that you might want to tune into as well. So a sparkle of Black Hills here and there and everywhere really does complete the look, a total look for you. 61552 is the item number here. It's the Black Hills multi-leaf 17.5 centimeter bracelet in 10 karat gold. The price is $268, and that price does include delivery. Our telephone number here is 132310. Please hop onto the phones quickly and make your order. Reserve your pieces.
Black Hills gold, it really is.
Oh,
It's
I
so
do.
different.
Well, you wear it, don't
I
you?
do. I've got mine on.
I want some too. Absolutely gorgeous pieces. Lots of lovely things to look at today. How about we give you all of those item numbers again, pen and papers to the fore and ready to go to your phones as well.
Here comes the first one, which is your buyer's choice, 7556, the animated Santaland train collection, normally priced at $59.95, but for the next 24 hours only, $44.95 is your wonderful buyer's choice price, and it is selling very quickly indeed. Then 3759 is the Black & Decker variable speed jigsaw kit. Big thanks to Jamie for popping in. Just $125 for that one. Superb quality, of course, always from Black & Decker.
And a big thanks to Barb and Dave for the Australian Pavlova 52056 Krups 3 mix hand mixer with stainless steel bowl. And that is limited stock now. Onto your phones quickly for that at only $127. The set of 9 glass mixing bowls, always popular, 50183, only $34. Marvellous, isn't it? And of course, your beautiful Black Hills gold pieces, the multi-leaf 17.5 centimetre bracelet, 10 karat gold, all those lovely colours of gold, 61552, and that one's only $268. The ring has become limited. The Black Hills diamond cut leaf ring in 10 karat gold, limited stock on J, L, N, P, R, S and T, just $248, and it is a glorious piece of jewellery. And the very pretty Black Hills long grape leaf drop earrings, 10 karat gold, 62646, $112.
The bears are wonderful. 2770 is the number for your boy bear at $50, and your girl bear, all individually handmade. There's your girl bear, 2771. She's also $50.
Your Ultra Glow tinted moisturiser is 1189, and that's just $19.95. Your loose bronzing powder is 1190, $24.95, and your Caring Complex loose powder is 1193, just $19.95.
Where's that Pavlova?
Oh,
Dankjewel.
Australian Pavlova.
Lekker, lekker, lekker.
Oh,
I'm going to speak
yeah.
Dutch now. It's all Dutch.
Now, don't forget to be with us tomorrow. I will be at the Powerhouse Museum, and the boys will be running amok in the studio.
We will. We might even sing. You never know. So join us at 10 o'clock live, Sydney time, here on TVSN for more Living with Style. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye for now.
Cheers.